Hey, beautiful friend. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie, and we're checking in for your energies, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what is going on. All right. I think I wrapped myself around with the cord. Okay. I was like, I think I'm choking myself with my headphones right now. All right. One more shuffle. Let's see what's going on. So this is new moon energy, new moon in Gemini. So let's see what the major themes are coming out for you to support your journey. Okay, victory. We've got yin yang energy, loving it. Journey, nice, Pisces. Strength. I'm loving this for you, friend. This feels really positive, really supportive energy. I know that if you haven't checked out, checked out the June reading, it's an interesting ride that you're going on. A lot of I think there's a little bit of finality in some things, but a lot of breakthroughs as well. So if you haven't checked that out for June, please do, because I'm starting to see here how things are coming together. And this is why I love the daily reads, because you can really see the evolution day by day, how things shift, connecting into the energy. So when we have the victory energy showing up with yin yang, I feel like you're coming into connection with something that has some really valid, important meaning here for you. Yin yang, I do take as like soulmate energy, twin energy, masculine, feminine energy, coming into union, something coming into, balance. And the word it's given me is cohesiveness. So I really do like that. The journey, that's again, choosing a path, choosing a place of where you want to be, decisions, trusting in the process. Some of you may be relocating, traveling, but definitely going somewhere. And it's a little bit of a risk that you're taking, and that's okay, right? That's sometimes where the fun is at. We don't know what's on the other side, but we've got what we need. And, the great thing is that something is being lit right now of where you're meant to be or who you're meant to be with and doing life with. And at the same time, if things don't go to plan, it's also okay, because you get to, work with it, change it up. So the angel of strength too is talking about the courage and the determination to go forward in how you're seeking, in what you're seeking, I should say. And I feel like, this angel of strength, very protected, very supported. Importantly, though, the willingness and drive and motivation that you have to go step forward. And I don't know if motivation is the right word, because I find motivation is an interesting one, but I do believe that courage of doing something then builds more confidence. The more that we do it, it's like we get a little bit more confident and a little bit more confident. And there's something about that here as you make progress, as you step forward. So let's dive in a little bit deeper and see what this is unpacking for you, friend. So straight up, 9 of emotions, so 9 of cups and the Hierophant. So there's something pretty connected, happy, supportive in terms of a commitment or an opportunity that connects for you spiritually. So I really like that. I'm just going to break this up a little more. Okay. Let's go. Victory energy. What do we need to know? Thank you. Wow. I'm telling you, there's some union, some connection coming on in, or some place and path or journey that seems to be right on time. Yeah. And I feel like you've worked hard for this, worked hard in a sense of done the work, or have been doing the work that you need to do. And it hasn't been an easy road, but it's like you're almost at the finish line here, or definitely have had a lot of successes along the way. So don't underestimate your journey, your progress, okay? Because I feel that's really important to acknowledge how far you've come. What else do we need to know? Yin yang energy. We have got the 4 of materials. Yeah, I feel like this is something you've been holding out for, I think it's been a little bit of a bittersweet journey. And now it's like the things that you're recognizing along the way, you know. And I think that's really cool, because when you can recognize again this process, the determination, the focus, the trust, and again the wins you've had along the way, because don't underestimate them, because they're huge. Small things can lead to big things, right? And I definitely feel here there's something around this Four of Materials energy that you've been connected into, you've been working on and wanting to add more to. And I feel like as much as you've been focused potentially on yourself, and even for some of you, you've been focused on a lot of things, okay, managing a lot of things. The Three of Pentacles is really standing out here for me in a sense of, you know, where things may have initially been unbalanced, and then you kind of put things in the right place to work on things. And I don't know what those things are, maybe around the home space, if you've got kids, your work, your career, you know, certain friends, people. So I think there's been things coming together for you, and now it's like I can build upon, and you're holding on to that vision, that desire on what that looks like or how that feels and whatever that may be. So I do feel like there's been a bit of focus there, and at times too maybe it's got a little bit of the best of you with the Four of Materials. But again, I feel it's supportive energy when you're connected in a really I think positive, optimistic light, and then allowing it also for spirit to support whatever this growth is, whatever this union is or desire is that you have for things to like work out and finally work out for you, is kind of how I feel it's coming on through. Because there's definitely, with this Page of Emotions, there's something of interest that is keeping you curious, or expressing curiosity towards you, interest of some kind that, you know, you've captured somebody here, it seems, or there's something here that's ready to kind of grow and expand. And it seems to be quite aligned here to something that you feel is worth considering. I kind of get this like a gut check, right? It's like a gut check to where you're going here. And I find it really interesting because you have the Page of Emotions, which is showing like a path, a path that you're leading down, okay? And interestingly, this is kind of a path and journey. You've also got a path and journey. So there seems to be a little bit of a question or consideration here about where you should be going, about some choice, about trusting in your intuition. And I feel, again, this is a gut check. It's what's coming up here with this Page of Emotions. And we're going to dive in a little bit more, but this Two of Emotions too is kind of the idea that when things come together, they come together. When things make sense, they make sense. It's like it does its own dance, it does its own play. And that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. There just could be a little bit of a pause in between. Maybe someone is going on some travel, or they're at a distance, but I feel like something is coming together either which way. So there might have been like you connected with someone, you met with someone, or you've had this goal of where you want to be. And you're like, that's what I'm working towards. Even though I'm focusing on myself, my own growth, I know that there's people, a tribe, places that are meant for me. Even in amongst the difficulties, the challenges, you're coming on top here. So for some of you, you could have made some changes on what this Four of Inspiration looks like. Happy life, happy family, you know, when we connect into that. This can be a commitment. This could be a marriage. This could be just be like some, again, the soul tribe that you're choosing to step into life with or coming together of. So whatever that looks like for you. But I like that you've been doing what you need to do in support of you, right? This is like determined, focused energy with this Nine of Inspiration. You know what you've got to look for, what you've got to look out for, what you've got to kind of say no to and divert. And I think the more that you say no to the things that aren't in alignment with where you're going, that's when it allows and gives space for the right things to come in. And I feel that's what you're really figuring out here as this union or connection or opportunity comes in together that is just meant for you. But again, it's like it might have initial start or initial connection that just is like, okay, wow, you know, I've been working on myself. While this hasn't been, you know, potentially easy, you know, you've gone through your own ride. But I'm seeing you here really strongly coming out on the other side. And I feel like you may have met someone or come into connection with someone, And yeah, it's like it's taking its own journey, it's taken its own course, but I do feel there might be a little bit of an in-between aspect of meeting, maybe someone traveling, maybe someone focused on something a little bit that's separate from where the two of you are going, but there seems to be like a little pause, and then I feel like there's a bit of invigoration. So let's see where this takes us. Angel of Strength. Yeah, Knight of Voices and the Star. So I like this because this is kind of the confirmation here by you standing in your truth, you being determined and focused on the things that you desire. Because I think there's an important piece here with anything, guys, and I think a lot of us are learning this on our own journeys, is that when we choose less than what we want, that's what we get, right? Because that's a choice that we've made. But I feel here, by you standing your ground on what it is that you want and being true to what you want and what you want to receive, there's nothing wrong with having standards. If you have expectations, that's a different thing to talk about, to connect and communicate. But I think here, there's just some really strong standards and really, that you have, and someone will meet you there. Again, expectation is different to standards. And I think too, the openness and the willingness to explore that. But I feel like if you have a certain desire, to feel a certain way, to be received a certain way, to be accepted for who you are, I mean, that should just be standard things, right? But for some people, it's not. But I think there's just some part here about doing you and being okay doing you, and knowing that by standing that ground, you will find it. So if there has been something or a situation that's been a little bit challenging, and again, standing your ground doesn't mean that you can't be flexible or compromising, but it's not lowering your standard or lowering, what you deserve because it means that you get something. Does that make sense? And I just feel here that there's some strength that you're being asked and some courage to stand in some truth here with this Angel of Strength, because you are being backed and supported quite incredibly by Spirit. And I feel, someone's coming through to finally talk about something or to have some discussion and provide some clarity. And again, it's going to come right on time, but that's because you've believed and stood in your truth, which I think is really important, because whatever's coming through, it seems to be connected to some desire, to some path and journey that you've been really hoping for or really wanting to take. This is like moving towards your true north. Interestingly, I like the colors. The colors are kind of matching here with this energy. If we see the yellow, it's like the sun is shining through, guys, and there's a lot of support here. Let's get a little bit more on, okay, Eight of Emotions. So for some of you, you could be finalizing some connection here and moving onto a new path and a new journey when it comes to, maybe it was some divorce, some separation of some kind, but that's for some of you. I feel that may be part of the picture, but for a lot of you as well, this is about, again, acknowledging what this Four of Inspiration represents for you, and the ability to kind of step in it. There's something that's come through that I feel is very pleasing, whatever it is, that you finally feel like you've had a successful, like something promising happen for you that's allowing you to just keep moving forward in trust and faith. And I feel like this is allowing you to move on to a new path and a new direction, because you're recognizing the places that don't feel, emotionally fulfill and support where you want to be. So I think there's some really cool recognition there. So I think that's great, guys. Page of Emotions, what else do we need to know? Yeah, again, the Nine of Inspiration moving to the Queen of Inspiration. So this is you like leveling up your game here, leveling up your game in a sense of, recognizing when you are in a space of believing in yourself, trusting in your path, trusting in your goals and believing in them, what the new beginning comes in. I definitely feel that there is something or someone that feels drawn to you, feels attracted to you, and, is going to open up here. I feel with this Page of Emotions around that. But again, a big part is your choice and you stepping into this, I don't know, this fiery badass that you are, like very confident and just naturally attracting in some really cool things. So I'm really liking that for you. Share more on this Two of Cups energy. Beautiful Eight of Materials and the Queen of Emotions energy. So when we get this with the Two of Emotions, there's definitely something here after some time or pause or looking at, because this could be you really assessing, okay, where am I going? Where do I want to put, this? There's something that's curious here and exciting. And at the same time, I can see you want to get it right, and want to make the best decisions moving forward because you've got a place you want to go. And I feel with these two energies, naturally, we're starting to see a lot of effort being put in here in some place that really fills you up, that makes you feel really good, that makes you feel like you're home. This is you home, Pisces, Queen of Emotions. So it's a place where you feel nurtured. Whatever it is that you're doing, or someone is producing here or connecting with you in the way that they're connecting, that's how it feels. Very connected, very supportive, and it's kind of like whatever's been spoken, their actions are matching. That is kind of what I feel from here. Their energy, their actions are all matching up. It's like the choices being made about where to put your resources. So time, energy, your priorities. That's what I feel is showing up here, and it's very nurturing and supportive for you. The star energy, what do we need to know? Beautiful, beautiful. So we've got the Muse of Inspiration and the Page of Materials. So there seems to be a counterpart here again. So we do have fire energy. So we've got the King and Queen of Inspiration showing up here. So this could be, if this is not about a partnership of some kind, whether love, business, career, joining forces with someone or something, this is definitely about you coming into your own and just taking charge in your life and what it is that you believe in, what it is that just really lights you up, that you're passionate about, and can definitely see that here because this is also your hope and inspiration. But it could be some of you meeting or coming into connection with someone where you guys are just very purpose-driven led. Maybe you guys have a lot of similar ways of being in terms of the way that you like to go after things, the way you look at things, the way you connect in things. There's just something that is sparking, pretty high intensity there. I just feel like very sexy, very attractive energy that you both have towards each other. And I feel with that naturally is coming, someone coming in to present some opportunity and some offer. Let's see where this is taking us in terms of the outcome. Okay, well, we have another match. The Muse of Emotions, the Four of Emotions and Strength. So interesting, guys. Maybe this is just the package, the package deal being Muse of Emotions, Queen of Emotions, King of Inspiration, and Queen of Inspiration. There's something deep, there's something meaningful, there's something passionate, and there's something that's just really moving forward quite beautifully. For some of you, this could be, a choice because there's a choice. There's two different partners, two different opportunities, two different places that you may want to, connect into, and you might be looking at going, I've got to make a choice. I don't want to have to let go of one person. I don't know. For some of you, it could be that, you've got to choose between two people, and you're really looking at or questioning, I think for somebody emotionally, where are you being fulfilled or where are you not being fulfilled? I think that's part of the equation here, it seems, in terms of the way someone may be presenting and offering themselves. But it's interesting you've got the Strength energy again, because I feel like this is asking you to pay attention to something or not to be too hasty in decision. What else do we need to know here in terms of this outcome? Hanged Muse with the Tower energy. What are we surprised about here? To show more about the Tower. So you've got the Ace of Voices, the Knight of Inspiration, the Four of Voices. It's interesting. It's like you're waiting on something here. It's like you're waiting on something. You're waiting for some news, some information, some understanding about something. And I feel that, Yeah, there's something here with some situation. I don't know if it's related to these connections or you're waiting on some result, some decision. It's like there's something that you're waiting to learn, waiting to hear, or something to clarify is what I feel. I definitely see this coming on through, and then once that comes on through, it's kind of like, oh, I can relax here. I can relax a bit more. But there's something else going on, is what it seems like. What else do we need to know about this Hanged Muse energy? What are we looking at? There we go. We've got the Three of Pentacles and the Hermit. And that's interesting because that's what stood out here for me is the Three of Pentacles with inside the Four of Materials. So there's something here about where you want to actually build. And I feel a part of this too in the decision-making process. I'm just getting a little bit of like, it's okay to slow down and take your time to decide and take your time to recognize where the right effort, the right energy, the right, again, your standards, your morals, your values, your goals, your aspirations, the compatibility of certain places. If it's a job, if it's a connection, if it's a friend, like those things all matter, right? And as much as you can be attracted to someone, if all those things aren't lining up, then it's a pretty failed match from the start. You can have attraction all day long. It just, sometimes that just doesn't last if you aren't compatible, if you're not going in the same direction, And I just feel there's something here about it. And again, it doesn't matter what type of relationship or career. You can be attracted to something from the outside, but you can get in it and then the culture's shit, or the people that you work with, may not be supportive, or, your views, your values. And if you're selling something or working to something that doesn't align with that, that's a pretty hard slog, and eventually it's going to take the best of you. So I just feel there's something here around this energy that you're being asked to pay attention to on, or where you're paying attention to on the building and potential of something, because I feel like you will learn something here from somebody. Someone is going to connect and come in. I feel it's very supportive, whatever's coming in, but it's also putting you in a place where it's like you need to really think about where this journey is taking you. Because there's something really wonderful happening here. What else do we need to know about this opportunity? Is there anything else we need to know about this opportunity? I think, yeah, Chariot energy, nice. Look at the colors. And Queen of Materials, share one more. Queen of Voices. Yeah. You literally have every queen on here that is really showing space here for what just looks right, what just feels right. It's like, what I like about this union energy, you've got every queen on the page, which tells me that the next place for you to go, or stepping into or connecting with, subject to whether you're feminine or masculine, is this Empress energy. Your standards, knowing what you believe in, how you show up for others, how people show up for you. It doesn't mean that, everybody likes you. That's not the case. It's just that you hold a certain presence where you want to make people feel supported, connected, appreciated, loved, but it's a reciprocal, usually, energy, right? And I just feel here that there's something about you stepping forward, moving forward, leaning forward, and really taking charge here of your stability, of what is true to you, of what is clear, what makes sense. I feel there's a big part too on how something makes you feel. Just all these things I just feel are coming into balance. Your emotions, your passions, your purpose, your drive, your ambition, your stability. Like, this is all coming into play here. And I feel that's where life is moving you forward. And that's what this is for you. It's like the coming together. Interesting. We've got four queens. We've got Four of Inspiration showing four energies. Whatever you're coming into is a powerful force. Like, holy shit. This is powerful. But I do feel like whatever this union is, whether this is like a soul tribe, a partnership, a divine counterpart, that there is some choices on acknowledging the journey, looking at the journey, what it means to you. Is it on purpose? Does it resonate with where you're going? I think these are the questions that are kind of coming up here to pay attention to. Let's just get some final messages. Final messages and advice. Final messages and advice. Whoa, that's a lot. I'm going to take these back. Eight of Wands. Wow. King of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay. I mean, the King of Wands is definitely showing up here for you. So I feel this is, you know, confirmation of communication, things moving forward. There's going to be some significant progress and movement here. Even if it seems like some things are standing still, I do feel whatever you need to hear, whatever you need to learn and uncover to make steps forward, you will receive that. And I feel it's going to be aligned to where you're going. And that's just what's going to give you this sense of peace on this journey and wherever that you're going next. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear friend, and I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow. Please make sure to like and subscribe so I know that you're here and we are connected on this journey. Catch you later.